Coach, congratulations on another big win last week, and it's fun. Social media is fun in a lot of ways because I can watch as I'm doing my game and watch you guys. Talk about the win. You had a great balanced attack. Your defense played well, and just a nice win.
Yeah, Winchester's a tough team, and they're going to win a lot of games. I'm positive of it. They're just kind of adjusting to their new offense, so I think that was where we could excel a little bit defensively against them, and offensively, I think we're starting to find our niche and figure out what we can do as a team. We talked about that a couple weeks ago. When we figure out who we are, we'll be pretty good, and I think we're getting there. I think our offensive line's coming along really well, and we've got a lot of young guys working in, but they're growing up quick, and this is another week where they got to grow up a little bit more, and our focus is mainly just on getting one step better each week by the time we get to sectionals. So we're trying to just focus on that, not necessarily focus on hype or focus on a bunch of different things, or looking at the next team and who beat who and all those things. There's really not much time to do that when you're coaching high school football. You got to immediately get on the next job and then on the next team and in preparation for that. And I think our kids have done a pretty good job of refocusing and kind of looking at what's right in front of their face and not worrying about anything else.
I talked to Owen last week, and he was disappointed in his Game 2 performance. The thing is, and I'm going to, before I talk about the game, I was leaving here. Mm-hmm. He's running after practice, long distance running. Talk about his dedication and coming out here. And 2 hours of practice, and then he turns around and runs. What a great kid.
Yeah. You got a kid like that, you almost got to slow down some so they don't overdo it. But what I like most about him is he's very mature in the position and very mature as a leader on the team. And he understands that, I think he's finally figured it out. He doesn't have to carry the team on his back. He's just got to help us go in the same right direction, and he's starting to get that understanding. He's gotten a lot of attention from schools early, and I think that kind of pressured him a little bit too. And I think he was trying to do more than he had to. And I think he's finally figured out that I just got to do my job just like everybody else. Just got to grab the lunch pail and go to work. And I think that he's got that mentality now, and he's spreading the ball around. He's focusing on little details. He's if he throws a ball wrong, he's asking, what do my feet look like? He's doing all the little things that are going to make him great by sectional time, and that's all we can hope for out of any of them.
Well, you had a balanced attack last week. When I looked at the statistics, I was like, wow. You couldn't ask for any better, could you?
No, we had quite a few guys touch the ball, and we threw the ball pretty well, and we also ran it well. And again, that's a testament to our offensive line improvement. And I think our defense put us in some pretty good field position situations too. And we're starting to get it, and our special teams are starting to come along, and we do a little pre-practice and post-practice stuff with different groups to try to put them on the fast track of improvement. And I think that they're really responding to it. We get all the coaches out there together, and we all work with them so they get the attention they need. And I think that that's been a huge help for us the last few weeks.
Well, it's another big week. I don't have to tell you about this when Northeastern and Hagerstown gets together. What a great rivalry, and that's what high school football is all about.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of fun. Northeastern's been good for several years now, 3 or 4 or 5 years actually, and I think the last time we beat them was 2012 season maybe. But it's been they've had a really good run, and I know they're planning to try to keep that run going, just like every year we try to improve too. And I'm excited to see what we bring to it. I know it's going to be a physical game, and I know that they're going to have a great game plan against us, and we have to have a great game plan too. And I think it's going to come down to who makes the least mistakes, in my opinion, because I think we're both physical teams, and I think we're both quick teams, and I think we both expect to win. So it's kind of what high school football is about. It's a lot of fun. And fortunately for us this week, they're what's in front of our face. So that's all we have to focus on.
They run that offense that you don't see very much. There's a lot of teams run it, I guess, in some respects, but talk about the way they run it and what makes it so difficult to defend.
Well, I think the thing with their style of offense is each week they get better. They get better at blocking, they get better at handoffs, they get all those little things, and that's kind of the nature of the way that offense works. And Coach Roeder does a great job installing it, and they work on it all summer long. And it's just one of those things, just kind of like what we do when we start getting all the little details right, then it's pretty darn effective. And they're to the point now where they're getting the details right pretty fast. So this is a game that we're going to see a seasoned group of young men that are good at what they do, and hopefully we'll be a little more seasoned by Friday.
Coach, what do you see in their defense? And they have been playing pretty well defensively this year, too. We talk so much about their offense, but what about that defense?
Very aggressive defense. Coach Oler does a great job. I think that they're gonna fly. They're gonna gang tackle. We watched them on film. We talked about it as a team. We're not playing one kid. We're playing a team. And hopefully that's what they're playing when they play us. They want to play a team. That makes it a lot harder to beat. And so I think if defensively they focus on one player for us, I think they may have a problem. So they're going to have to shift their focus a little bit too. But every single one of the kids on their team is going to come hard and come to play, and they expect to win. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I think that as a team, I think we're getting to that point too. And every week we learn a little bit more about ourselves, and we grow a little bit. And I think hopefully this week will be one week better than we were last week.